Hi, my name is Cully Harris. This is my HPE food and nutrition lesson. During this lesson, I'm going to be looking at the camera when I'm doing my teacher talk and explaining my strategies and whatnot, teacher to teacher, in a staff room sort of way. And when I'm looking to the side, that is when I am looking at my classroom and speaking to the children. Thank you very much. Good morning, Year 3. Welcome to our second lesson of HPE. Can someone remind me what focus area we are looking at in our PE lessons? Yes, Johnny. Food, and can someone help Johnny out? What is that second word we are looking for? Nutrition. Thank you, Sarah. Before we continue with our activities today, we need to reinforce our safety rules before we have any accidents. Can someone tell me what an example of safety might be in our school? Yes, Tim. Using our equipment safely. Spot on, Tim. Anyone else? Sarah. Yes, sharing and cooperating in these activities are important, so we all get an understanding and we work together. What about respect, Year 3? Excellent. Respect others by not intruding their space, being positive and encouraging each other. That is right. What else do we have to do today, Year 3, to make sure we can have a good lesson and maybe even get a point on the board for our reward system for a free playtime? How does that sound? That's right, Tom. We have to listen to our peers and teachers, and we will have an enjoyable lesson. Enforcing these rules at the start of the lesson is very important before students get too energetic. The class already has the knowledge of the expectations of getting them up and moving around silently and not talking over the top of one another, and so on. Students are aware of the reward system in which when they get to 10 tally points, they will get a reward such as free time, playtime, or maybe even a show and tell at the end of a class. Today's lesson is based around unhealthy foods and healthy foods, Year 3. That is our theme for the day. If you look around the tables, you will see all sorts of foods, including Coca-Cola, chocolate dip, oranges, and mandarins. Right now, we can even start to think what foods are healthy and unhealthy. While we observe these foods with our eyes and have a quick feel, I want you to fill in this activity sheet that has 4 healthy foods and 4 unhealthy foods. Each station will have a theme of healthy or unhealthy, and everyone will grab a sheet when they get to their table. I know we are all excited to take part in today's lesson. I haven't told you exactly what we will see yet. However, in a moment, I want us to stand up in our color-coded groups that we are all aware of and join a table, and then we will rotate around the stations before we come back together. Johnny, would you like to take your group to the blue table, please, first? Quiet, please, Johnny. Not too loud when we stand up. That's better. Okay, Sarah, now can you please take your group up to the red table? That's perfect, Sarah. That is nice and quiet. Can everyone follow Sarah's example? Tommy, how about you try and do me one better when you go to the green table with your group? Thank you very much. And lastly, Sam, can you take your group to the final table and we will get started? Excellent, Year 3. Thank you very much. Away we go. Now that the Year 3s have gone off into their groups, they're simply going to discover, explore, and have a feel and look at all the different food items that are at their stations. Students talk about the main theme of this lesson, which is healthy versus unhealthy foods. Students will engage in conversation with peers on what they think the food may be and how it would make them feel if they ate it, and also how it makes them feel looking at it, and much, much more. Once students do this, they rotate around each station and engage in further conversation. While this is happening, I will be walking around each station and making mental notes, anecdotal notes, and making sure each student is on the right thought process track. As well as this, I'll make sure each student is equally participating into discussion to input whether the food is healthy or unhealthy. While students are rotating around each station, it is important to maintain the safety and respect that we spoke about at the start of the lesson. This is important throughout this lesson, as food must not be opened and people must not get fiddly with the equipment. While it is important not to spill any substances in a food and nutrition lesson, it is also important for the teacher to prepare themselves and be aware of any allergies the students may have. If a student is allergic to something such as peanuts, you cannot bring any equipment that will involve any peanuts in it, whether it's open or closed. It is very important for the teacher to prepare for this. every class, there is an ASD student and an Indigenous student. These students will be carefully monitored to ensure they are learning just as much as the other students. Prior to this lesson, it is important the teacher has already made a list of the strengths of the ASD child, as well as avoiding sensory overloads and helping them learn more visually. For the Indigenous student, it is important in the school that we have our Indigenous teacher aide so she can help him in learn activities such as this. Ways this Indigenous student can learn in this sort of lesson is relating this food to their cultural food, and maybe the Indigenous teacher aide can help relate unhealthy and healthy foods from their culture. I will not expect the student to underperform, as high expectations equals high outcomes. However, while doing so, I will be very supportive in every way possible. Okay, Year 3, thank you very much. I want you all to sit back down in your spots now, and we are going to have a talk about what we just explored. Can anyone tell me what they just found at these tables? That's right, Tommy, we explored some different types of foods. However, can someone tell me what is another word for good food and bad food? No, Johnny, it's not yummy food and yucky food. Can someone else have a guess? That's right, Samantha, it's unhealthy food versus healthy food. Without turning around to look at the tables, can someone tell me a healthy food they saw on the table? Yes, Ben, apples were a healthy food. Thank you very much. How do you know that apple is a healthy food, Ben? How do we all feel when we eat an apple? Yes, we feel happy. What else? Refreshed. Perfect. We also eat our healthy fruits to make us energetic. That's why we eat our apples and our oranges at our brain breaks. Perfect, Year 3. Can everyone show me your best happy face, your biggest smile you have? That is great work. Well done, Year 3. What were some other healthy foods? Banana. Yeah, I heard banana. Eggs. We saw some eggs. Up back, Timmy. Yes, that's right. Oranges. Yes, potatoes. Yep, perfect, Year 3. Well done, Year 3. What about an unhealthy food? Did anyone see any unhealthy foods on the table? Yes, Sam. Chocolate. Spot on. Any more? Lollies. Perfect. Tom, I'm going to wait for you to be quiet. Thank you very much, buddy. That's much better. How do these foods make you feel when you look at them, Tom? Are you excited to eat these unhealthy foods? Yes, perfect. I know that one's your favourite, but we'll have a chat about that one at lunchtime, okay? For now, we're just looking at some more unhealthy foods and how they make you feel and why they make you feel that way. What happens when you have a little too much chocolate, Timmy? Do you feel sick? Yes, I know. We feel sick and yucky, don't we? How do you feel then? Angry. Yep. Sad. Yep, that's another one I just heard. Everyone show me your sad faces. Yep, feeling yucky. Yep, not so great. Yes, that's good, Year 3. Who thinks they have the main gist of this lesson, Year 3, about unhealthy foods versus healthy foods? Don't be shy, we're going to use our traffic light strategy, so we're going to use our red, orange and green light to put our names on as we leave for lunch, Year 3. Everyone has to do it. For those that have any questions, put your names in the orange light. For those that might need a little help for next lesson, put your name in the red light. And for those that put your name in the green light, good job, okay? Thank you very much, Year 3. Tom, can you start the friendship chain and we can all go to lunch one at a time? Using the traffic light strategy helps give the teacher a message on students we may look to support with their learning a little more. Not only will this give me an idea of student understanding, but also if and how I can adjust my teaching and in future lessons to better help these students understand. That is the end of my lesson. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you learned a little bit about healthy versus unhealthy foods. Using the traffic light strategy helps give the teacher an understanding of where a student's knowledge is at in regards to the topic, and it also helps us adjust our own teaching and how we can change it a little bit next time depending on who and how many of each student actually understood the topic. That is the end of my lesson, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.